Hey YouTube, hope you're doing well. I got a wild hair to do another video today. It's the first kind of cooler day here in Los Angeles. We just came off of a really hot couple of days of Indian summer, and it got me to thinking about the fragrances that I wore this summer. And I know that a lot of people are doing fall fragrance videos right now because it's October, but here in Los Angeles, we don't really have a fall. We have summer and spring with a little bit of nuance. So there's not really a time where I get to wear heavy fall fragrances in the same way that people back east might. And secondly, I thought it was a good time to kind of reflect on what I actually reached for and wore this summer because I think a lot of times in this hobby, we are always thinking about what's the next acquisition. But oftentimes, the next acquisition will be better if we think about what we're actually wearing, the notes we're wearing, and the brands we're wearing, and what really makes us feel good. So this is going to be really casual. I'm just going to take you through, I think, 4 or 5 fragrances here that I wore this summer. Okay, so to start with, we're going to go with this one. This is Lucky. Let's see if we can get to focus. Lucky by Christian Dior. This is from the Christian Dior Privé line, and I'm starting with this one because it's probably the most challenging one on this list for me. I bought it, I had smelled it before. I had a sample from another Privé fragrance that I purchased at Saks, but I had the body cream, and it was a really intriguing smell. I smelled it right in June, I think, and then I saw this bottle brand new on eBay for a ridiculous deal. This is 125 ml, and I think I bought it for $90. And it came in special limited edition packaging too. It was very cool. And I do really like it. So I'll tell you what it is. It's a fresh scent. It is basically a lily of the valley soliflor. The notes are lily of the valley. I've seen white flowers mentioned, but you don't really get other white flowers besides lily of the valley, or muguet is what it's called in perfumery sometimes, and ozonic notes. So lily of the valley and ozonic notes are what's listed. And I'm gonna spray a little bit. And when you spray it, that's exactly what you get. You get lily of the valley, like a realistic, huge bunch of them right in front of your face. And it smells so natural and so realistic for the first 10 minutes. Now, the thing that I don't like about it is, or when I sprayed it after I bought it and thought, oh God, did I waste $90? Is that it only really smells like that for the most part. It smells like Lily of the Valley, and pretty quickly, actually, it starts to smell very synthetic. Starts to smell very laboratory, Lily of the Valley. And I was like, oh God, when am I ever going to wear this? But this has become my go-to beach fragrance. And I wear it every single time I go to the beach. And I'll tell you why in a second. But you may think that that's a waste of fragrance, or, that's a weird thing to keep around, a beach fragrance specifically. But I actually live on the beach, like a walking distance, and I go every week. So I do wear this every weekend. And the reason is because if I'm just wearing it around my house, it is kind of an annoying, weird, synthetic, floral thing. But once you get out in the heat, that mineral, ozonic tendency of the fragrance really develops into something kind of crazy. It smells metallic, it smells very salty. And so once you start walking or you're on the beach and your skin is heating up and you're sweating a little bit, this smells absolutely incredible. You smell like a futuristic white flower mixed with stainless steel and salt. It sounds disgusting, but I can't get enough of it when I'm at the beach. The other thing about it that makes it excellent for the beach is that it lasts forever. So I can spray this on if I go to the beach at 10 a.m. and I don't get home until 5, and I'll still be reeking of Lucky when I get home. So it's a kind of a weird one Christian Dior Privé lineup. I don't know how well it sells. I've heard that it's very popular in Asia, but I don't hear very many people talk about it here in the States. So that's Christian Dior Lucky. The next one, and you guys have heard me talk about this one, so I won't talk about it very much, but it's another Dior, but a vintage. It's Dune. And this is a vintage bottle. I think Dune was released in 91. I think this might be a 97. But I'm absolutely in love with this. It is rich, weird. It's also a beach-inspired scent, but I don't wear this one to the beach because it's a cold pebble beach. And when I wear this, I think of kind of like a foggy morning on the beach. It smells kind of like the inside of a seashell. It's got a bunch of florals, but I think it smells 100% contemporary and modern, and more people should give it a try. I think it's fabulous. So that's Dune by Dior. The next one I have here is Esprit du Tigre. I can't speak French at all, but it's Esprit du Tigre by Heeley, or James Heeley. And I know it doesn't look like I've put a very big dent in this bottle, because I haven't, but I actually went through an entire sample size bottle from Heeley, a 15 ml, and there's like maybe a smidgen of liquid in there left, so I went through the whole thing. And I think if you wear perfume, going through 15 ml in 3 months or so is a lot of wears. And I actually got a discovery set from Heeley with 5 15 mLs. This was my favorite, and the one I ended up buying. But the sample set itself is excellent. It comes in these really nice bottles. They're very heavy. The spray is fabulous. The caps are nice and fit really well. So I went through 15 ml of that and bought the full size from Heeley. This one is unlike anything else out there right now. I think it's a lot. So Esprit du Tigre, it's inspired by this stuff, Tigre Balm, which is a Thai or Vietnamese, Southeast Asian salve that you would apply, kind of like icy hot, and that's exactly how it smells. It's camphor oil, clove oil, eucalyptus, and when you rub it on your skin, it makes your skin burn and also feel freezing. It's a cool sensation. I like this stuff too, and it's very cheap. So this kind of smells like, it smells exactly like that on the opening. It's camphor, cloves, wintergreen, mint, and some cinnamon. And it is very spicy and very kind of Southeast Asian smelling in a way, but incredibly rich. And it gives me the sensation of that icy hot feeling when I spray it on. And it is the only thing I want to wear when it's like 95 degrees outside, because it is actually super refreshing. And I've also been wearing it every single time I leave the gym. It's just a super unique smell, and I don't smell a lot of things out there that are like this. The other nice thing about it is that the dry down is incredible. It's a vetiver and cardamom kind of combination, and cardamom's really heavy in it. But it's almost like a soapy cardamom vetiver. I really, really like it, and I don't think that this house gets enough talk online. It's they don't do scents which are very loud. They do a lot of things which are very classic, very understated. And people have complaints sometimes about the projection or the longevity, but I find that they perform extremely well, last on me forever and ever. A full day's wear for sure. I can get 8 hours out of this in the office, no problem. So I'm just over the moon with this. I paid full retail for a bottle direct from Heeley, and I will certainly go through this by next summer. That's Esprit du Tigre by Heeley. Okay, and the last one I'll talk about is, I've also done a unboxing video for this, but this is vintage Chanel No. 5, the Eau de Cologne concentration. And I know I didn't do a review when I opened it, but I have not been able to stop wearing this ever since I got it. It is incredible. it is my favorite perfume right now and possibly ever. Uh, this bottle is from 1981. It's a splash, and I have it decanted actually into a spray bottle so that I can wear it. Um, I've gone through maybe, I don't know, probably 10 mils so far. Um, anyway, but I know a lot of people have impressions of number five as being a grandma perfume, which I think is a very weird and offensive thing to say. Everybody has a grandma that they love. Uh, but this, especially the Eau de Cologne concentration, is not that at all. It is an exotic, kind of strange floral creation with a lot of aldehydes. The opening is very lemony. The opening is actually extremely challenging, even for me, because it's got tons and tons of natural civet, which is kind of a stinky animal ingredient. And the opening does stay around for a good 30 minutes, the top notes. And the opening kind of smells like I would imagine, the Moulin Rouge smells. It's very dirty, it's very powdery. But as it dries down, it becomes the most mind-blowing, cozy, warm, leathery, unisex scent. I mean, there are flowers there. There's jasmine, certainly rose, a little bit of ylang ylang. But it becomes really ambery. There's labdanum in it, and it has an incredible vetiver note in the base. So as you wear it, after the first hour or so, it starts to become, it morphs and changes and becomes just more and more interesting. And the performance is out of this world. I mean, everybody has smelled somebody walk by wearing number five, and it's because it is a beast in terms of projection, longevity, sillage. I just love wearing it. I don't wear it out much because I'm kind of nervous about how I smell when I wear it, because I think I smell fabulous, but I know that others, can have mixed emotions about this fragrance, and it's loud. Honestly, when I wear it, I feel like I kind of stink a little bit, like I have a little bit of BO, but that I smell incredible, like the world's best BO. That's a terrible way to describe it, but it's a great classic floral, aldehyde, citrus, amber, chypre, leather scent. It's indescribable. It's cheap on eBay. I encourage everybody to check this one out. That was really my go-to shelf for this summer. I wore them in different circumstances, some for the office, some for casual occasions, some just me at home at night. But I thought I'd share that with you, see if anything caught your eye. If you want to let me know in the comments what you've been wearing this summer, I would really love to hear it. And for the fall, I hope that you find something to wear that makes you feel really proud. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.